duck.
Dogs on point here.
Oh wait, grouse.
There it goes.
We document what could be North America's single most remote grouse hunt.
Right on the right side, right on the edge of the...
Oh my God, it's right next to me.
It certainly is one for the books.
Good boy, you. Good boy.
The Flush, presented by Federal Premium Ammunition and Pheasants Forever.
It's a new season.
Travelers brave Northern Ontario's remote road system in search of big adventure in big fish. This part of Ontario is fish camp country, no doubt. Hundreds of small resorts dedicated to trophy walleye and pike fishing. My spot is a lodge called KaBeeLo.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Meet the crew.
Harold Lone runs the camp, and he's tipped us off to KaBeeLo's Forgotten Fall resource. See, out behind camp, all of Ontario. Mostly undeveloped territory, just waiting for a grouse hunter.
On this trip, we're hooking up with a good buddy of mine, Jason Markula. He's one of my pheasant hunting buddies who actually hasn't hunted grouse in almost 15 years, and he's got his best buddy along, George Lyle, who's supposed to kind of be a ringer in the grouse hunting world.
KaBeeLo loads anglers onto float planes and flies them out to KaBeeLo's 12 remote fish camps. But we have something slightly different planned.
My dogs have never flown in a float plane.
We're taking the dogs, we're taking the guys.
Oh, you're a little bit bigger.
And we're getting on the de Havilland Beaver, and we're flying out into the bush to one of KaBeeLo's private lakes. It's called Perrigo.
Here. He's in front seat. Take a picture, man.
Good Lord, we pack like women.
My pillow in my bag. We're going hunting trip.
And the plane's waiting on me.
Oh my.
Where's my camera now?
I wonder why Jason jumped in the front.
And they're nice planes. Comfortable.
Yeah, because you're up in the front seat.
You get in the plane, the old radial engine thumping away.
It's another day at the office on a Monday morning.
I love flying, but I really love float plane flying.
You get on a plane, you take off, and it's like going to another world.
All right, so we get into the outpost camp on Perrigo Lake. It's kind of like, well, what do we do first?
Well, we've got fishing right out front and uncharted wilderness behind us. Perrigo's outpost is a simple cabin with the basics. Comfy and very clean. And well off the grid. Heck, the closest town is 100 miles away.
Really, anyone could be doing this, but nobody does. It's just going that far on the adventure.
In terms of the grouse hunting, this is the pinnacle.
Got my Canadian papers.
Hunting completely unhunted territory.
Are you ready? Are you ready to go?
And everyone's excited.
Okay, let's go.
You'll see why soon enough. Soon enough.
The Flush, brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Benelli. South Dakota Tourism and Visit Watertown.
So, first we drive 10 hours north into Ontario's deep wilderness. If that's not wild enough, we then hop a plane to really get out there.
The only way out of here is by float plane or a long walk.
KaBeeLo's Perrigo outpost might be a remote fish camp, but we've got birds on the brain.
Would you like this to mark as our truck? Absolutely.
Just bring a good GPS, a map, and a compass.
One other thing, a good dog.
Or in George Lyle's case, 2.
Guinness is a 9-year-old German Shorthair that I've had since 7 weeks old.
It's time to meet George's gun dogs. He's got 2 of them. Up first is Guinness, a 9-year-old German short-haired pointer, a dog that'll hunt all kinds of birds, but definitely has a favorite.
He can run the prairies. He loves pheasant hunting, but I'd say the North Woods is where he likes to be.
Callie is also a German short-haired pointer. She's 4 years old and hates being left out of the hunting action.
Yes, she is extremely demanding and wants to be part of the action.
Look at these woods.
Today, we hunt right out behind the cabin.
Well, I think I know where those birds are already. They'll be right there. I guarantee it.
We're not 50 feet out behind the cabin, and all of a sudden, poof, dog's on point.
Right there. Easy. Easy. Boy,
Look at that.
easy.
Let's go, guys. Circle up. Wow. Whoa. Oh, that bird. We got that bird.
Here. Here. Yes. Good boy. Give. Stop. Boy, he's proud of that one. I thought we winged him.
Wow, that's a beauty looking bird too. All right, this day's starting to get overwhelming.
Okay, let's keep walking.
You're on a kind of an adventure hunt, so you're covering some territory. And if you got a dog that's working at 20 yards, you're probably not going to find as many birds as you normally would. I'm not afraid to let my dogs run 100 to 200 yards out in search of birds. They're checking in all the time. They know where we are.
I mean, it's just surreal, you know? I can't get over it. There's an old rule in hunting. Always trust the dogs. And of course, they wanted to go deep into the bush, so that's where we went too.
Yeah, he is. "89 yards.
Gotta follow that. Spruce grouse. Look right at the dog. He's pointing right here at me. Big grouse in the tree, 20 20 yards, I can see it from here.
He's a black grouse, isn't he?
There he goes.
He's got him. Hold on.
Brucey.
Woohoo! That's a species of grouse you don't see in every grouse woods.
2 birds in a half an hour.
2 species of birds to boot. Might get this water retrieve after all. Jace, move down in that corner right there. Dog is 15 yards. Keep moving forward. There he goes!
And it turns out that's part of the adventure on this trip. These are tough birds, and it's kind of fun trying to track them down. The flush in the deep north woods. That's something.
It doesn't get any better than right here, right now.
Well, actually, George forgot about the leg. Hold on, that part of the story is coming up.
The Flush, brought to you by Purina Pro Plan, Carlson's Choke Tubes, and Polaris.
Up in Canada's absolute nowhere,
Cup of jigs.
nothing trumps a cup of joe. Except for maybe a cup of jigs.
Couple jigs.
Special color for the special lake.
Since the guys don't have tackle boxes, I whip up a backup plan.
No cup holders. Bring cup holders.
See these 2 islands out here?
That's the secret spot.
This is unbelievable. Snow in September. Rock. I kind of remember a little spot right out front. It's out about 200 yards. And we're gonna go see if we can jig up a few walleyes.
Why not try and catch a few fish before our after lunch hunt?
Whoa! First fish! Right there! 22 seconds into the trip!
Get him.
Whoa!
It's pretty off the hook, no pun intended.
It's wild. Pull up your pants, Jason.
Thank you, sir.
Walleyes are stacked in here. He dropped his and it was boom before it got down.
Like birds, fish numbers up here shock the system.
Little head shaker. There you go. It's like the sound of a flush. It just never gets old. Oh, those guys are just going crazy over there. Woohoo!
Cup o' jigs.
Yeah, a cup of jigs, man, it works.
Maybe it's the silence of the North Woods.
Ah, this is why you come.
Oh, wait.
Just when you think you're in the middle of nowhere, somebody's checking in on you.
That is one of the most awesome experiences. Every time you get buzzed by one of those throaty old planes.
That's a solid one there. Jason got one. That's a fish.
The cup of jigs.
About 20 minutes later, we've got fresh fish on the table.
I pinched myself this morning again, just to make sure we're here.
Now the question is, where do we go to find grouse?
A crude map might be the ticket.
It's a matter of trying to get the boat through here. The water level is way down. We're taking this grouse hunt to new levels right here, right now. Load the boats! Walleye rods out, shotguns in. Guinness isn't convinced yet. See ya, boys.
We're headed down Perrigo Lake to find literally unexplored territory, woods that have never, ever seen grouse hunters.
Look at Guinness. This is pretty cool. For some reason, we always find ourselves involved in some weird, strange adventure. I love it. I can see power lines.
Nicely done, Jason.
We beach down on the south end of the lake, and we get to the hunting.
I thought I just heard a grouse.
We're not, 40 yards from the boats, and the dogs are hot.
I think this grouse hunt will forever change all of us. First a truck, then a plane, now a boat. We've gone as far as Ontario grouse hunters literally can go.
That's the very top.
I think we're gonna find them today.
Okay.
The dogs will do their job.
We're not, 40 yards from the boats, and the dogs are hot, and Guinness locks up. We know there's a bird there, but it's bouncing.